Yo, yo, yo. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Big up, hit that like button. Hold on. It's probably going to be a short one today, you know. I'm not going to lie. Quite a few things to do. Big up. All the Chill family in the building. TNTS Greek, Flame, Lee Manchu. Big up, big up, big up. Anfield Road End. Hit that like button as you come in, fam. This weather is fucking with me. Big up Gaz Chilazama. Yeah, fam, sorry. Bear with me, man. So, just adding a few folks. Give me a second. Family. So what one? Is it Wednesday? Thursday? Shit, the week's flying, man. I've been so busy. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to jump in, come and jump in. Come chat to me. Let me just try and warm up a little bit. It's gonna be one of them distracted ones, though. I can't lie. I've got some promotional on my computer. Hopefully, I can start off a good little convo, and it could just keep rolling. You know what I mean? Man, like Yasin in the building.
Gang.
Check one, check two. Can't hear shit. Yo.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Let me leave.
Fucking alligators. Mad, isn't it? I just jump on YouTube and start swearing and shit.
Yo, yes.
Yo.
Wagwan. What you up to, bro? You got a free day today?
Yeah, but I can't. I'm a mobile, innit? I lost my contact lens, fam. I can't even leave the yard. Well, I can, but it's only like a walking thing.
You lost your contact.
Yeah, my contact lenses.
Get some new ones, no? The specialist one.
Yeah, but yeah. So I've ordered them in, innit? They're gonna take a couple of days still.
Hold on, how do you?
Because I gotta wear two in each eye, innit? So when I take them out, it's just a mad thing. I gotta wash one before I take the other one out.
You got to wash one eye before you take the other eye out. Before you take the other contact out.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I can't put it down anywhere, and because it's made out of glass, if it gets infected and shit, it's
Hold on,
gonna
what?
cause an eye infection. So
Your contact's glass.
Yeah.
You say your contact's made out of glass?
Yeah, fam.
Yasin, have you got that weird delay again?
I got
Yo,
a delay still, but
yeah, come out.
can you hear
Where
me?
did you? Yeah, but you got like some mad delay. Cause you're responding to my questions like after I've asked them.
I think
Let,
that's what's gonna happen, isn't it?
let's do it. Let's do a experiment. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna count. You're gonna say the number after my number. Yeah. All right. Cool. 1,
2,
3.
4.
That's a delay. There's a delay of about like I don't know, a second and a half. There's a delay, man. It's shit.
Okay.
First, you leave
Is it
first.
me?
Yeah, I think so. Because you had this last time, didn't you? In your car. Do you remember? You
Oh
was
yeah, yeah,
responding
yeah.
way late. So it's you. What do you want to do? Do you want to leave and then and come back, and then I'll leave and come back?
All right, cool. All right, wait. Let me do it first. Let me try to jump back in because sometimes it fucks about in it. So
All right,
let's
cool. Well, I want everyone out there. 3 seconds more. Like, yeah, it's a big delay, isn't it? Big up Ellie22, Chill for Ebo, Abundance Love. Nice name, man.
yo.
Nice name, family.
Can you hear me?
Who else we got there? Cine. Big up, man.
Let me jump off so you can ignore me, yeah?
Last
Jeez.
contacts, you know. Now hit that like button, family. If you're watching, if you're tuned in, like up the show, Waiting for Yasin to come back in. He's probably in now. Saying, yo, you can hear me.
Yeah, walk on.
Let's see how that was.
Who's that?
Pick up. I'm good, thanks.
Is that K, yeah?
Yeah, man. How are you? Good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. What you said?
Good, man. No, not much, man. I'm just got back from work, man. Just chilling out, relaxing, have a quiet one, you know. Yeah,
What was
man.
work?
Big up. Yeah, man. It's good. Big up, Jedi.
Big up, K.
Jedariah. Nah, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I settled down, so yeah.
You settled
Jed,
down.
yeah?
man.
You can hear me now, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
No delay, yeah?
I hope not.
Claim today, yeah?
1,
2,
3,
4.
5.
Yeah, man. So what? Let's go, guys.
Kay, what's going on? Listen, let me tell you something. You got
Yeah, man.
microphone problems, Kay. You got
Have I?
clarity. Yeah, you got clarity problems.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I don't know if the microphone you're using is starting to wear down, but I noticed that
But
last couple of
is it?
times.
Okay, cool. See what?
What are you using? Are you using some kind of headset? Some kind of
No,
headphones?
I'm using headphones, just standard headphones. But
iPhone.
the problem is, I went into JB Hi-Fi. I went to get some wireless. Like I was going to buy some Marleys and all that, and then I said, nah, you know what? I just use these. But then again, if the sound's playing up, then I might have to go in tomorrow and get some wirelesses, some Marleys or some Boss or something. Because I was in there last week.
I mean, the thing with wireless is I don't think wireless work that well with this form of communication. Like people I know that's use wireless, it tends to like echo and like they try to use the hands-free. It doesn't seem to really work that well.
Yeah, I heard still that. Yeah, it's sort of like that. But there's these other ones that have come out where they wrap around the back of your neck, gives you a voice speaker, and sort of like they've got some really nice ones. And I might sort of go that way instead of the old headphones because I heard that same thing about wireless too. Someone was saying, but then I guess it just depends what quality. Would you say Jedi or what's a good brand though?
I got some really good both wireless Bose headphones, and they're no good for live stream, like for talking on live streams. They're no good. It just sounds weird. I think it's to do with the microphone.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not really. Yeah, the design doesn't really work that well.
So what are you using though? Are you just straight from your computer?
I'm using a gaming headset.
Oh, gaming. Yeah. Okay, that sounds alright.
It is alright until people start shouting or talking over each other. Then I feel like an autistic person.
Yeah.
like being overloaded with like sound and that. I just want to slap myself. It's horrible.
Mm, mm.
And
Yeah.
I got this habit of just resting them on one ear. I don't know if that's good or not, but that's how I record. Like when I go to the studio, when I put headphones on, I've got to have one ear free to kind of hear what the real world sounds like. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. I'll hear you there.
Yo, B. Toronto says, yo, Jedi, why do you pick on smaller people? I just think because I just think it's because like I think if I'm honest with you, yeah, I don't think I pick on people. I think what happens is smaller people that have developed some kind of
Small man syndrome.
small man syndrome, or maybe not. Let me not even go that deep to start trying to diagnose people. I just reckon that like people tall and people short, they all act differently, innit? And then like, I'm out in the world interacting with different men and different women. I feel like at some point in time we're gonna clash. At some point in time, you ain't gonna like what I say, or I'm not gonna like what you say. At some point in time, someone's gonna overstep some kind of boundaries, and it just seems to be like it's these short guys that are the ones that are quick to do that. I feel like the taller you are, the bigger you are, maybe the more humble or more aware you are about your space. So you get into less physical confrontation.
I don't know. I would say you're kind of like an anomaly for big guys.
Okay.
And especially, ones that are trained, like ones that have got some sort of martial arts, some sort of kickboxing, they're more like, yeah, I hear you. But like the big guys that I'm around, they know that they're big. If you get what I mean.
Okay,
like you're proper like a anomaly, because I don't know what people want you to do for them to say, raw, like you're a humble guy. They want you to let people beat you up or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
But like all my brethrens, everyone that knows me, all my brethrens, if like I feel like I can actually say I probably am one of the most humble out of my whole circle of people I know. I probably am one of the least quick to respond to violence. And probably I'm one of the most patient, and that's taken a lot of time. I haven't always been like that, but you can catch me on a bad day. That's for fact. There's days where it's best I don't go outside because like I got many sides to me as well. Do you know what I mean? Like there's the patient and there's the okay, look, boom, 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 and there's the side that, bro, anyone tries it today, they're gonna get slumped. So.
You know what it is, like back in the day, I reckon like back in the day, Jedi, like people were just them, like I don't know, it was more, people were more, it was just like that. I think we live in a time now where with the whole censorship, this and that, because I feel like you're being yourself, and you have general concerns and cares about people, and because you're an open book to people. I think that's there can be probably a bit of envy there. But, they think that you know what I mean. Like we're not living in an era where, because I feel like a lot of people are hiding who they really are and how they really feel due to fear, all this sort of crap. I think it's just best to be. If you just like, I don't know why people find it hard. I find it hard, like to be yourself. It's like you said before about when you talked about having if you're big, isn't it? I mean,
if you're big, what you gonna do? Like you're big, isn't it? Like
what do you
hunch around?
That's what I was laughing.
You're gonna like hunch over.
Majority of people are smaller than you. What are you meant to do?
I beg you. The next person that runs up their mouth, be tall, please. Be tall. Just be tall.
Hit gym before you come through.
Hit the gym. Be tall before you run up them out to me, car. People are saying that it's a small man thing, but you know what? Honestly, I think it is. I'll be real with you. Like I think the whole, like I've said this a million times. I think the whole bully aspect of things is a bit of the whole King Kong syndrome, yeah, where we demonize and point fingers at something bigger than us, that with behavior that we don't understand. Oh shit, that was serious, bro. With behavior, with behavior that we don't understand, and then we kind of want to like demonize them and make them be like our kind of bad guy for any scenario. Like, oh my god, yeah. Like, cause at the end of the day, let's have it right, innit? Yeah. I swear, I smoke, I drink. You know what I mean? I fucking tell dirty jokes. What else? I've got zero
violent humor.
zero respect for authority. Boy, I don't know. Like, what else can I say? I feel like violence has its place in society. Do you know what I mean? I'm not what somebody trying to whitewash things. I don't stand on a moral high ground. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a religious fanatic, but here's where the flip side comes in. I'm a spiritual being. I'm highly intuitive. I could be quite a sensitive person. I'm very I'm extremely empathetic. You know what I mean? Man is
Jedi,
talented. Man likes to joke. You know what I mean? My rugged handsomeness just disarms people when I come in the room. Like, yeah, you get me? Like, I got a couple things going for me, fam. So it's like, what we gonna do? We gonna big him up, or we gonna try to tear him down? We gonna look for his good points, or we gonna look constantly for his bad points? I've been shown that I can't win in the eyes of us, the small little microcosm that is like, I don't know.
But what is that though? Because I always question that, fam. Because I've said it to you from day dot. Like, I don't know how you're so patient before all of this, people getting in your face and whatever, whatnot. I've always said that to you, but I don't understand what people want you to do. Like, I don't get that.
Is it what it is, mate?
But Yasin, is it what they want me to do or what they want the big black guy to do? It ain't. This ain't about Jedi, you know. This is not about me. It's a inbuilt mechanism that a lot of us have. I think I don't want to call it inferiority, but it's like we're in a world now where conflict and competition and all these things are being phased out. You understand? And I might fucking represent that kind of energy, that kind of, oh, if you're a man, be a man kind of, that I might represent that energy in people's minds when they look at me. So the first thing they say is, you're a bully. Bearing in mind, a lot of people have caught heat from me, but most of it has been verbal. In fact, I would say 99.9% of it has been verbal. There's been twice where I've had to physically, you know, like, we're not counting Oz. Oz, I don't care. I banged him in his face. Don't care. He was trying it. He got banged in his face. He tried to tell people he's going to stab me. I uppercutted him. That's just how it goes. Don't say you're going to stab no one. And I hate people. I hate people with weapons that can't fight. Trust me. I will knock you out if you're on this weapons thing and next man is trying to fight, or I don't play that shit. And plus, I was actually humble that day and trying to squash it with him because of respect. So that whole my worst enemy is frustration. If I start getting frustrated, then my patience and my control start slipping. You know what I mean? And then that's when I could make a silly mistake. Bear in mind, I told people before that all the worst mistakes I've made in my life have been through just giving into anger in that split second. I've done anger management. I've done cognitive behavior therapy in jail, like called ETS. It's like a course called ETS. It's Advanced Thinking Skills. These are deep programs that get you to look at action, belief, and consequences. So if there's an action, what is your belief about it? Because your belief determines how you're gonna act on it. Sorry, go on.
Would you say you're more calmer than the average person? Because the situation with that brother, I don't know his name, Ali or something, Ahmed Ali or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, man, like, I don't know, that's like a mad trigger. Like, you think you can do that? You get me? But would you say you're calmer than the average person?
No, I feel like when I'm annoyed, when I'm this is where the blurred lines come. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm angry or triggered, like when it's really that time, I do go kind of calm. I do go kind of calculated. So I'm not gonna lie to you. So it may look the same if I'm super angry or if I'm just not bothered. They may look the same because I'd like to conserve energy when it comes to things like that. Do you know what I mean? So I may see. I'm not gonna be if I'm trying to just do the job, I'm gonna do the job. Do you know what I mean? But for me, he didn't really trigger me in that way. He triggered himself. The only thing I thought is that you got a fucking cheek you've attacked a member of the public. You've not even attacked me. You've attacked a member of the public, and like I see that member of the public as being like an elder to me. Like, do you know what I mean? That's like it's like you punch my uncle, bro, right in front of me. And a lot of people think that I held Ahmed Ali. I weren't holding him to get beaten up. I was holding him to stop him from running back into the crowd, as he clearly was. But then what I realized pretty soon was the longer I hold him, the more bangs he's going to take from members of the public or whatever, because then he's just going to get banged, innit? So this is why I put him on the floor, thinking if I put him on the floor, that should pretty much end it. Hopefully he can stay down. Like,
yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Subdued him, fam, because he was trying to do the most.
He's going to do too much, bruv, man. Are you really trying to have a proper rollabout rockers? Like, allow it, man. Look, you're going to get your head stomped in, and then we're going to be the bad guys. And this is another thing. The burden of responsibility always falls on the bigger person. And I think this is sizeism. I think sizeism is a real thing, you know. People judge you.
Sounds a bit self-explanatory, but break that down.
All right, so basically, you know, you can't do nothing right if it's against someone that's smaller than you. You can never be in the right. You can't argue. Like some short little fucker can come up to you and start screaming in your face, Yasin. The minute you say, like, look, I told you for the 5th time, fuck off. People are like, oh my God, why is Yasin shouting? Oh, calm down, Yasin. And like, they rush over and start holding you back. Like,
okay,
you know what I mean? Like you're the aggressor or whatever, boom, boom, boom. Or or there's some shit like where there'll be some short dude or some smaller person giving it the big un, all up in your face. I roll over and I'm like, you two allow it. Yeah, you two calm down. If you two can't calm down, you're both getting arrested. You're both gonna get kicked off. You're both whatever. And it's like, what? You mean? And I even get that from some of my friends. Do you mean that you don't have the balls to just point the picture, point the finger and say, look, you're wrong, he's right? So it's like when man is big and when man is like has a certain kind of presentation to the outside world, it's like you don't need to be, your causes don't need to be championed. No one needs to speak up on your behalf. No one needs to defend you. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that. Like, right, no, he's big. Like, look at all the comments. Oh, you're big. You can handle it. Why should I handle getting attacked randomly? Did I say to anyone I wanted to fight? So what? I must now just handle it now. Yeah, man's trying to attack man and just you deal with it. Next man, like Ghanaian Isa, the Muslim Isa was saying, oh yeah, Jedi, you should have just got him in a headlock. I'm just like, what?
No, really and truly, because you know, this guy's already exhibited like mental madness. Like I can say, really, in your legal right, you could have banged him back and knocked him out.
Of course,
walked away scot-free.
Of course,
I think a lot of people, have probably said, you know, Jed, you should have done this or you should have done that. But the way I see it, I think Jedi,
right thing, though, really.
I think you don't see it like that. I think you just felt you done the right thing at the time. So a lot of people would probably say, yeah, that's all funny. But I think it wasn't. I think you actually did the right thing. You know, it could have got worse for him. So you actually protected him in a way. I mean, whoever's saying, you know, headlock, like I knew you would have laughed at them saying, but I think deep down it wasn't about that for you. I think it was just you just nullified the situation.
Yeah. I mean, like at the end of the day, like as much as I say words like, oh, it'd be lovely to see him get beaten up, I'd like to see Ahmed Ali get beaten up without me or any of gang or anyone that I know involved. I'd watch from the other side of the fence. I'd watch, smack him up, man, smack him up. He's a pussy. But is it gonna be me? Is it gonna be Jedi who represents the over 6 foot black guys? Like, nah, man, it's not gonna be Jedi, man. It ain't gonna be me. Get me? And I can't control people, so you know, people give their natural responses. The most I could have shouted is, don't touch him. No one touched him. But the best thing I could have said is just stay down, bro, man. Stay down. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, this is what I said to him. The moment when he hit me, I grabbed him and this is what I whispered to him. I said, listen, these people are going to take you. What I need you to do is stay as calm as possible. You're going to have a maximum of 10 seconds, yeah, of just stuff happening, yeah? Yeah, what I need to do, yeah, is lay on the floor, yeah,
curl up,
yeah, and curl up, yeah, and call out everything.
He's lucky though. He's lucky because if there was another 3 guys there, like someone your size, would have
someone could have hurt him. He could have got himself hurt.
Exactly.
If it was, I would have had no choice. I would have had no choice but to blame him. And this is the thing, like I'm not gonna, like you don't go into a crowd with violence and then try to moderate how the crowd reacts. It's not gonna work like that. Your best bet is to not bring violence to a crowd of people that are there for non-violent activity. And none of us, we never came down to fight, you know. No one came down to fight. No one came down to like, oh yeah, let's get Ahmed Ali. Yeah. It's not that. It's just that he got involved in the stuff that he got involved in.
I think he'll realize the errors of his ways, and he'll actually be grateful that you saved him from because he threw that punch. And so I think he'll come around and actually apologize to you, Jedi, because you actually did save him that day. To be honest, if I had to be real about it.
Yeah, I mean. But like I think you know what's the most interesting out of this? It's just perspectives, outsiders' perspectives. How like how your prejudice affect the way you process information, right? Because I do genuinely think some people thought it was right that he attacked. It was right for him to. Some people will keep switching the goalposts depending on who is involved in the scenario. And as long as the international symbol for fucking virility and strength and manhood and what can I say?
Would you say the situation different outside the park?
Yeah, in the situation I would have bust him up.
Yeah. And would you think he's okay to?
He would not.
If he thinks he's a bad man, then obviously he's
going to punch me outside the park either.
See, that's what I'm trying to say.
Or try to punch Beefy or no, he wouldn't. I don't think outside of the park. Like, outside of the park, I don't think anyone should approach me or chat to me. Like, and that's like proper good-hearted advice. Like I'm proper trying to give man tip-offs. Like this is a tip, innit? Don't. Not out.
Yeah, but people should take note from this situation anyway, because if they're looking at it and saying, right, you should have done this and you should have done that, clearly they know walk on. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? So
trust me.
And
I don't know. It's like, oh yeah, why'd you mention his mum? So now the be all and end all is the mum, and I'm just like, yo, boom. Like obviously,
I don't care, bro. That's some bullshit. You're in Speaker's Corner, fam. You can say whatever,
but not someone's mum. Everyone knows. Well, you must know you're gonna get that reaction, Jedi. You must know if you speak about someone's mum, you're definitely gonna get that reaction. So,
not necessarily.
It's all good.
Nay's in the thing.
Yeah, big up Nay. Let me leave and come back.
You say Nay.
No, what I'm Yasin. Yes, my brother K. You get me over. Wait, are you in South Africa or are you in the UK?
Okay. No, I'm in Australia, mate.
Oh, you're Australian? Shit.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? You can get them confused still, though. I hear you, Nay. You can get them accents confused.
The other day, the South African and the Australian accents sound mad similar, so I thought you were South African.
No, I hear you. We're telling you that you good, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah, just there, on work, man. At work.
I hear.
But yeah, it's a perspective thing. Still, this whole situation is perspectives, and it's actually amazing to see how many people are actually hypocritical without them even knowing. And it takes events like this to actually be able to check yourself. Like,
but go on, Kay.
Sorry, Flame.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I don't know if it's because man's from the roads that we see shit differently, and it's gonna be bad for me. Or man, them are just sneaky and they don't know what going on. Like they can't see it. Them man are just saying like, "Oh, he shouldn't have said this and he shouldn't have done that." But no one's really like, why is man wilding out? Like people say to it. Yeah, people are saying people have said worse things to you and you ain't reacted. But yeah, you're around the mandem and you want to act up. And the mandem don't even do you dirty like that.
Trust me. It's a double standard still. It's a double standard. I feel like there's a stereotype that's being created for young black men or you understand, road men or however you want to call it. Like, because you see the suck your mum thing, yeah? Suck your mum or fuck your mum or anything to do with your mum will only resort to violence if you're coming from that narrative. You get what I'm saying? You're not. If you're coming from that narrative, then you saying that sticks and stones, bro. Everybody's wiser than that. You know what I'm saying? Words can never hurt me. Like, so, especially if you're going to speaker's corner, where you're going to speak for of intellect, or you're going to talk about religion, where you know people's heartstrings are going to be pulled, and people are going to get very irate. The reality is, like, man saying suck your mum, and then you saying yeah, now that's acceptable. Then you're bringing, like, I don't know, fam, like, you're taking it out of context and you're putting it into the road environment. Or do you understand what I'm saying? That kind of mentality, when this person ain't got that kind of mentality, stereotyping him because there's someone there that fits the description of someone that might fit that mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so
that's
okay. But and
like,
the wickedest thing is Ahmed Ali, I think earlier this year, was blatantly very verbal about Shamsi's mum. He had a lot to say about Shamsi's mum, and
For real?
and that never turned into no fight. Yeah?
Exactly.
That was no fight. That Shamsi
Sticks
never
and
tried
stones.
to attack him. Like, so I'm trying to understand, how do you, like, it's like someone dissing my mum and me losing my head, bro. But by the time I was 14, my mum was dead, bro. As a 14-year-old going through these roads, do you know how many times I got told to suck my mum? You know how many times I got told by people that knew my situation or whatever, even to the day, you got people on the internet that, yo, suck your dead mum, innit? Yeah? And it's like, that's why I had to say, like, cool. Like, even like back in the days, Lady Divine jump online to tell me suck my mum. And I just said to her, cool, like, you say what you want, my mum's dead, innit? Like don't ever think you can't trigger me. You can't tell me what my weaknesses are. You won't ever know what my weak point is. You ain't gonna know. I know what my weak point is. I don't put that out for people. You ain't gonna, like, I'm like fucking Apocalypse out here. I'm gonna put out a fake weak point for you and make you think that that's my weak point. So you can say what you want about my mum, and you think that that's the thing that's gonna trigger me. No, it ain't. Now, does that mean that if we're on the road and you're talking reckless about my mum, and I feel like I can actually fucking deal with you, that I won't deal with you? I'll fucking deal with your blood clot. You get me? Yeah, I will deal with you. But guess what? When we're in these special places, yeah, if we're in the middle of the dinner queue in prison, yeah, and you start telling me suck my mum, and I know I've got 20 days left, yeah,
brush that off.
I ain't gonna hear you, bro. I ain't even gonna hear you. But
no acknowledgement.
But don't let me catch you in the shower. If I catch you in the shower, I might just bust your head. You get me? Yeah. What was you saying earlier, pussy? Bam, bam, and let me keep it moving. But yeah, my point is, like, I think we do ourselves a service, a good service, if we learn our trigger points and learn how to get harder. Oh, get tougher skin. That's it. If we learn how to become more resilient to our weaknesses, then we actually put ourselves further in the game, because then it's harder to trigger you. The harder you are to be triggered, the harder you are to be derailed, to be distracted, even to be defeated. But ultimately, sometimes the only way you can defeat a man is to get him to, like, kind of fuck himself up. Get him to fuck himself up. You get me? So, so for instance, if Ahmed Ali wants to go around pointing fingers, the best way to get Ahmed Ali is to point the finger at him, yeah, when he's actually been guilty, and not let it off. Because the minute you do that, he starts squirming, yeah, because he can't take the heat. He couldn't take the level of
attacking another Muslim brother.
Yeah, he can't take the criticism. He can't take it. He can't take someone being in a higher moral position than him momentarily. He don't like that. Do you know what I mean? So you want to walk around in your white kamisi and, like, you know, all of this, all of that, and talking about peace and all this bullshit. And you're just a dickhead. I don't mind. Because I would never go up to someone and act like I'm innocent. But this guy here, yeah. As soon as I saw that, I'm not going to lie, I spotted it. I said, yeah, boom, I'm going to get him. I never thought it would result in violence. Do you know what I mean? Even when I made the comment about his mum, I weren't expecting violence. I know it happened earlier that day, but I still wasn't expecting violence. I was just trying to insult him the same way he insulted me. That might be a lesson for me to learn. Like, yo, maybe you didn't need to resort to childish insults. Yeah, cool. But then maybe I'm allowed to do what I want, in it. Like, maybe if he's
you see, the thing is, yeah, It's different when
speech, bro.
see how Nay said it. Suck your mum. That's
Yeah.
malice, innit? Man,
Yeah.
when man will use those words, those specific words. You get me? Rather than your mum is a bitch.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
And the thing is, like, if man say your mum is a bitch, man can give some sort of context to that. You understand?
Yeah.
My mum's a bitch. Man should say, bro, man should say, how is my mum a bitch, bro? Do you understand? Like, you're making a statement. Buff me as a little or something.
Yeah, and especially someone with his character, he likes to be all intellectual and this, that, and the third. Man should have broke it down, try and make Jedi look stupid, but he couldn't.
Exactly that. The emotions got the better of him. My thing is, Jedi.
What do you think? What would you say? What would you think would have happened if I was arguing with Bob the Builder? Do you think Bob the Builder would have called me a bitch?
Boy,
No,
I don't think so.
Huh? Do you think Bob the Builder? I don't think he would have.
No way. He wouldn't have.
Then,
like,
all right, but I tell you what, Bob would have done. Bob would have been this soy boy or whatever. Like he used little terms like that. So he would have called me a soy boy, and I would have said, "Bruv, your mum's a soy boy," and he would have just come out with another retort. I don't think that would have been right. That's it. I'm launching myself at you or your brethren or whoever. Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like he would have just retaliated. So you think maybe it was a language barrier? Maybe he felt like he didn't have the bars to spit back, so he was frustrated.
I think it's that because the impression I get off him, is that he thinks he's mad smart, like he's smarter than people.
Yeah.
The way he interacts with people, it's like he's never gonna lose, or he's got nothing to learn. If you get what I mean. So I feel like because even when you look at his reaction, there's a delay in his reaction. Like
I think that delay was the calculation. Yeah, he's thinking, rah, what do I do? Like, he made his choice.
That's what I'm saying. So you're right in a sense, because if he had better communication skills, he probably wouldn't have resorted to that. But he thought, like, I don't know what he thought, but there was a delay, so it wasn't 100% genuine. If you get what I mean?
Yeah, of course not. It went on, like, you get me? Like, and I'm still wondering if he tried to punch Beefy or not. You know, I just don't know, man.
He wanted that drink out of his hand. He wanted that drink out of his hand.
Bro, you need to watch it. I swear down, this thing bounces off Beefy's chin, you know. I've never seen it before, and I'm like, hold on, you actually proper punch, man. Like, I saw the couple or whatever, but nah, you actually punched, man. You actually punched Beefy, like a man that, and Beefy was standing there, and Beefy didn't say nothing.
Beefy act like nothing happened, fam. Beefy act like he was in the Matrix and he just dodged that.
Yeah, he was matrixing it all day.
And then when I read the comments, it's like, well, this is what you get when a black man is dressed like this. He should be stopped by anti-terror police. You making up, like, bro, I've heard so much bullshit. Like, yeah, you wear a hood and a mask and your skin is black, boy.
And this is it. It's like the reality is. So my thing is the way people are talking. It's like everybody there was some sort of Jedi's bedroom, fam. Like there was only 3 men there that was quote unquote with Jedi, and the 3 men that were with Jedi, Maku was the one that had some sort of interaction with the brother, fam. And it's like, fam, from an interaction happens. It's like from your black skin and your fam, you're like your what's the word? Like it's like joint enterprise, bro. You're a criminal, cuz just because of your skin, you're entered into this gang mentality. Like that's like my thing is, you taught my man a lesson, because the reality is, if you didn't fucking detain him in the way you detained him, the public would have abused him, and in the park would have been demonized as a gang or some sort of gang.
Yeah.
You understand?
I thought I replayed it in my head a couple of times. I thought, you know what, Jez, what could have been cleaner? I could have got him in a sleeper. I was half tempted, sleeper him up, put him to sleep. What conversation would be? What would things look like today if I'd got behind this guy and just put him in a sleeper, gave him a guillotine thing? You know what I mean?
Nah, your thing was clinical, fam. You done the best thing.
No, but I'm saying, what would have happened if I put him in a sleeper instead? Say like we rewinded it. So from me done his bang, and obviously someone from the public like banged back. I grabbed him. Yeah. From then, I should have just sleeped him. Yeah. If I slept him now, what do you think people would have carried on like trying to hit him while he was in the sleeper? He may have got it still. He may have got one boomage still. But then they would have seen, okay, Jedi's got him locked up, and then basically bare people would have been coming trying to get me off him, right?
Yeah, and like, majority of people would have been blaming, oh, Jedi, what are you doing to him? Blah, blah,
blah. Kill him. You're trying to kill him. You're trying to kill him. You're trying to break his. You're trying to break his windpipe. Like, what are you doing? You fucking bully. He didn't even land, Jedi. He didn't even land. Listen, don't retaliate to a punch unless it lands. If you don't land, don't retaliate.
Unless you see blood, don't do nothing.
Yeah. If you don't hear in your eardrum from the bang, if you don't see a flashing white light in here, don't fight back, you fucking bully.
Yeah, I guess we could. I was thinking of getting a T-shirt printed, and it's going to have on it, "Everybody needs a scapegoat."
Shit, in it.
You know, everybody needs a scapegoat.
They do need a scapegoat.
Exactly.
That's humankind, though. Car. I mean, I can't lie. The white folks have got me. Yeah, the white folks are just like, yo. Every time there's an issue, you don't blame it on the white man. So I'm looking at the white folks like, are you really our scapegoat? Does the black man, or does let me rephrase this. Do the ethnic people around the world, do the people around the world use the white man as a scapegoat for the ills of the world? Do the brown and melanated people, the tribesmen, the aborigines, I'm not going to say aborigines, the origines,
I'd say one.
Do we try and make the white man the scapegoat?
I would say the other way around. But you seen that movie Scarface, eh?
Yeah.
You see when he's in that restaurant and he gets really, and he starts going off.
Yeah. Say hello to the bad guy, man.
Yeah, I'll be the bad guy. You know what I mean? So it's like, I guess.
I definitely feel that role. I definitely feel that role, man. I don't even really mind being the bad guy because I realize there's two sets of perceptions. There's a perception that authority and the way things are, the way things should be, and there's the other perception that kind of mankind has been taken for a ride and being controlled by others, and that the laws are set to put us down and lift them up. So we just look at the world a little bit differently.
I look at the youth, and I think what they need to do is break out of the box that people are trying to put them in. You know, don't give them a reason to think that you're bad. Do good.
Yeah.
You know, do good.
Yeah.
Do good. Do
the right thing. Yeah. And then that kind of,
you know, because
pressurizes
when
your behavior, doesn't it?
When society says to the youth, you know, they judge them. They're going, okay, you want us to be bad? We'll be bad. We'll be real bad.
But you see the situation that we're talking about now, the current situation we're talking about now. Wouldn't you say Jedi done the right thing, but he still get criminalized?
I would say that if it wasn't the Mandem that were there, I think it would have turned out a lot worse. I think Ahmad Ali probably would have ended up in hospital. Yeah. I think what Jedi done was the right thing. Subdued him and held him off. And any other guy, Ahmad Ali probably might have had a black eye, you know, a couple of missing teeth because he took a swing. And a bigger guy was there. Not Jedi would have just knocked him straight out.
I'm not going to lie. I do think the outcome could have been a lot worse. And even though he didn't make no damage, it's not about the damage you inflict. It's about, in that moment in time, people have no idea what damage you could or couldn't inflict. A punch to the chin could easily be a blade to the throat. Nobody knows what you're capable of. No one knows you, and no one has invited you in for physical confrontation. It's not like we've decided let's have a one-on-one. When you randomly start attacking people in the crowd and no one knows who you're attacking initially, everyone's instincts kicks in. Yeah, you can end up with a village beating by the time the smoke is cleared and everyone's like, right, what the fuck just happened? You get your head kicked in. Like,
there was a case, and this was years ago. This was like in 1901, yeah. There's a woman, yeah. There's an actual law case. She's standing behind a bar, yeah, and there's two horses running towards her with a cart behind them, yeah. Okay. So now the horses running towards her, boom, boom, boom. She ends up getting out of the way, but she's still sued because she thought she was gonna get hit.
Oh shit!
Do you know what I mean? So it's the expectancy of physical harm.
Yeah.
You get me?
Of course. Of course, it's the expectancy of harm. You've feared. You've caused me to fear for my safety.
Exactly. Let alone man trying to connect with you, whatever, whatnot.
Caused me to fear for my safety. 1 second.
People hit up that like button, man. Come on, fam. There's bare of you lot in here, fam, watching for whatever reasons. Some people are watching because they're family. Some people are watching because of entertainment. Some people are watching because they got nothing else to do, but you're still gaining. So hit that like button. It's not going to cost you nothing. You hear me? And
Yeah,
there's a
like
PayPal
it's
as well for
Come
the
on, hit the like
supporters.
button. Come on, family tree. Welcome. What's up?
We shouldn't need to ask that. What we can ask, but judge shouldn't need to ask you lot this thing. And
Come
get
on,
me,
man.
some people are constant people here, fam. Hear me? That like button don't cost you nothing, fam.
Come on, you little blood clip, man. Bomber clip. Yo, big up everyone in the chats. Let me do some adding. I'm gonna try to add whoever I can. Sears green eye on you. Raj is in love with you on a homo tip. We know this, man. We know why.
We know this.
No. Cotton socks. Why did you delete that? Sears green eye. That's cool, man. Don't worry, Sears green eye. We see Sia and we delete. You know, we're simple people over here. But like I realize you are not Sia, so don't worry. But that statement was true though. Raj loves it, man.
I felt like the other day when I had that debate with Ralph. I think I sort of when I think about it now, I should have really, because he has his opinions and he has his views, and who am I? I didn't really judge him. I think I got triggered.
You got triggered, man. You're not a fucking Christian, man. Because you probably heard him running around the internet saying the stuff he says. You probably heard him on COE, and that's a Christian. Like, I mean, you're like, nah, you're not the same as me. I get that. I get that passion, bro. I understand. I think what it is, like with everyone, we need to learn how to be a lot more clinical. This is one thing that's helped me a lot. Learning how to slow shit down and be like, you know what? I'm not even in a rush to get you. I'm gonna get you slowly, methodically. Think, like, just don't get don't let them force emotion out of you, because that's when you start losing logic. And logic ultimately is the only thing you're gonna really need in a debate, bro.
Yeah, I felt like I should have really let him have his say and opinion, and then I could have been thinking about it while he's talking. And it's not so much to get him, but it was just to actually show him the errors of his ways. But I think I just got triggered straight off and just went. It's all emotion out the window. It
happens, man.
And even before he come in, man, I wanted him, because I
see some of my Muslim brothers. You might get one guy that just kind of that says something that like others don't agree with, and then when they get their chance to meet, it's like, yo, I'm gonna go at you because whatever. Like, you see it a lot with this Shia and Sunni kind of similar thing. Everyone's quick to tell everyone that they're not what they are.
Big ups to Zulu, but because he really came in and sort of saved the day. Really.
He's a bad boy. He's done his thing. But still would have liked that conversation to carry on. It's just like Ralph has got an awkward speaking style, and he's very good at like blinding you with brilliance or baffling you with bullshit.
I found that he's very good at what he knows, but I knew straight away that I had to use the gospel was all I have, and I knew that I knew that he'd try anything to make that into a situation where it's not relevant. But to me, it was relevant because it's based on Christianity, and he couldn't. And I knew he'd try and go back into economics and this and that, but that's not what it's about. So I knew as long as I stay,
he will blind the fuck out of you with all this political jargon, all this political talk. Fuck's sake! Can we speak? Can we have a conversation without all these convoluted fucking 8-syllable fucking phrases? The geo.
That's what he hides
the geo-social. Bro. That's what he hides behind that, isn't it?
Yeah, his vernacular. That's what he hides behind.
Yeah,
but that don't mean shit in real life, though, fam. It's good if people are there to listen, innit? And that's the kind of situation we're in. Like, all of this, everything we're doing right now is just talking and listening.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's no real consequence to what man are actually saying or doing.
Yeah.
It's just either we react by talking or protest or this, that, and the third. And even the protest is limited, so it's not really a protest.
And it's
So
planned as well.
yeah.
It's planned. Yeah, you can go from here to here at this time. You get me? That's the type of I don't know what kind of protest that is, bro. You get me? But yeah, man, big up everyone in the chats. Let's see how we're doing with the likes. The likes come up. They're coming up a bit still. 30 likes. All right, Jedi, if you don't let me in, fam, on me here. Oh, yeah, may I let you in? Man, I'm trying to sort it now. Big up Trill for Ebo. T and Zulu's in the building. Big up man like Kojo. Big up D Bain. Come on, D Bain. Come on. Big up Kinsman Rav S. Annabelle Rash Trill. Honorable. Wagwan. Who else we got here, man? Sees Green Eye. Oba Saxi. Oba. Come on, man. The Oba at the top. Real one. Amu. Man like Amu says the Akis love to play the victim. Unfortunately, like I do get that vibration still. But
It's
then
a park thing though.
People say that about us. No, you say it's a park thing, yeah. I just don't know if all these people typing. I mean, I know I shouldn't really watch the typing, but I don't know if all these people typing are park people. I don't see them in real life.
I'll tell you one thing, yeah, fam. You know, it's this. What's the? I don't know the term of this thing is, but like, you know, when you go on holiday, yeah, and you got your seat near the swimming pool, yeah. So you've been there 2 days, yeah.
Yeah.
The third day, you start acting like it's your seat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's man doing in my seat?
Yeah. So now, people that watch their YouTube videos.
That's fucking funny. That is me, bro. That's me. Shit.
So people that watch their YouTube videos feel like they're part of the park crew, or they know more than people in the park. Oh, I've seen the videos. We've only interacted with this person. You get me? So some people come with that mentality. Like you could bump into some people, and if they told you, yeah, my online name is this, you'd probably know why they're acting the way they're acting. Do you know what I mean?
I think when you go into the park, you have to understand that the local debaters there are very well seasoned and they know what they're talking about. So if you really got to come with your A game in that place, you just eat you up.
No, but Kay, there's a lot of weirdos that, like, apart from the real debaters, like, there's a lot of weirdos that come to the park, and it's a magnet for certain people, fam.
There's definitely more weirdos.
It does feel like that, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a proper magnet for certain people.
A concentration of cognitively challenged individuals.
And the worst thing, the worst thing is, yeah, see, like man, like Jedi or other people that are not there for they're there for a reason, but they're there to have a fruitful conversation. So if Jedi was just on religion, he would only come across certain people. Yeah. Because he's so open to conversation, all the weirdos somehow come. Like, you're like, right? You get me?
And then, I notice people get upset. Oh, why are we just talking about Islam today? Ah, shit. Is he just, have you noticed Jedi just wants to disagree with the Muslims? And it's like, this type of warped thinking is very scary, Like, especially for a man that's living it, to see how warped people's perceptions, it's proper scary. Bro, like, you don't forget that man has been labeled a fucking Islamic fucking sympathizer and apologist, and Jedi's a Muslim and all these men are going to take the Shahada and Jedi will agree with anything to do with the Muslims, and then you turn around the next week and it's like, Jedi just secretly just hates all Muslims. Jedi hates Islam. Jedi, you act like a Muslim, you speak like a Muslim. Why are you not Muslim? Take your Shahada. Jedi, why do you hate all Muslims? Why are you so anti-Muslim? Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
What do you want?
What do you want something? But yeah, you definitely can't please people. Like, you can't. I find people start becoming more pleased with you the less you try. Like, I actually enjoy just being a bad guy and just like doing what I want. Like the people that I laughed at, when I did the fucking straight in the pussy.
Yeah.
The people that have laughed at that, fucking shocked me. Like, I'm talking big Christian elders have pulled me to the side. Big Christian elders pull man to the side and be like, nah, you're actually fucking funny, bro. You're actually hilarious. I couldn't believe it. Like, You get me? And they just see the humor in things. That's another dimension that half these men don't have. Ahmed Ali will only laugh. He can't laugh at himself. You know what I mean? He can't be lighthearted. He's there to be like, he thinks he's Angel Gabriel or something, bro. He thinks he's like some enforcer of the Most High. Well,
it's this paradigm of people thinking they're smart. Like I get that from like Ralph exhibits that, but he's got his vernacular that makes him feel like if you don't have this, you can't really battle me. With Ahmed Ali, he literally exhibits that where he feels that he's smarter than people. Like a lot of people, man, just do their own thing. Like you do your own thing. You're not here to prove anyone dumb.
Look how many months I've been going to the park and don't even go on camera.
Exactly.
Man, more time I go to the park, man just chills in one corner and just holds a conversation with the man them. It's literally like, do you know what I mean? It's only just like, now and again.
You know what? People love your debates, fam.
Yeah, I love my debates, bro. It's enjoyable. But then there is a lot of bullshit. You do try to stay away from the bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit. Sometimes it's not always worth it, But yeah, man, my debates I've always been popular. My conversations always been popular. I try to bring like a refreshing angle. I try to, you know what I mean? I try to like be a bit different and just not just religion, like I brought the circle to Speaker's Corner. I invented the circle. I invented the wheel in Speaker's Corner. Everybody was facing off rare. I was the first man to get a circle of people of different races, different creeds, different genders, and be like, yo, let's chat. Like, walk one, people.
Yeah, that's documented as well. That's on camera.
And now, like, it's gone to the point where IC3 now, it's got this whole new thing of they all sit down on chairs and they got some thing that they all hold to talk, and that's the evolution of the G Circle. Another invention that man brought to the pot. You get me? So having forums and round table conversations and talking to each other rather than talking at each other, man invented that. Man invented that. You get me? Because that's what I saw was lacking in the park. It was just bare polarized convos. Now we can have a round conversation where I'm agreeing with Banksy. Me and Banksy are agreeing over a Muslim guy that's always been quite cool and quite safe with me. People are like, see, Jen, I just disagree because the guy's Muslim. No, I like that guy that's chatting. That guy that's chatting likes me. We actually get on. Get me? I don't really like Banksy, but he was in the right in that conversation. So why am I not gonna? Do you know what I mean? Where some people might stay quiet if they don't like the person presenting the information, they're not gonna admit to it being correct. I can't do that. I don't have that luxury of being fake like that.
Because a lot of people are the blurred lines in it about this. We're glad that you mentioned the fake thing as well, because a simplest lie is to laugh at something you don't find funny.
Yeah.
And people will use that to judge others, but not themselves.
Yeah, and that's one of my worst fears, having to be in a position where I have to laugh at a man's jokes that ain't funny because he's got something that I need or want. Nah, man, I'm trying to be self-sufficient out here. I don't like laughing at jokes that are not funny, and I don't like shaking hands that I don't want to. Like you go home after having shook a hand that you didn't want to, but needed to for whatever for positioning, and they don't feel good. I'm not that kind of guy. They don't feel good, so you get me. That's just it. Where's Shani? Where's Shani been? Where's Shani? Shani's hiding.
Ain't she gone to Australia again?
Has she gone again? Yeah. I think she would have said bye. She never said bye. She just flown off.
You know what she's like? She's gonna pop up there and be like, "Hi guys."
So what, man? What's going on for you, Yasin? Where's? I swear I asked you this question before, but I was gonna ask you, like, where's marriage ain't on the cards for you?
Nah, that's a long way away from. I don't remember we had that conversation about love and all the things there. Like, man's a complicated guy, fam. Like, literally, I'm the guy that will repeat the question that's understood already. Don't
complicate things, man.
Yeah,
don't complicate things.
Our intervention times, god damn it.
Yeah, we just go get you a wife, man. Let me.
I don't know, man. I don't know, fam.
What about you, Jedi? Have you ever been in love? You ever think about getting married?
Wait. Yo,
QK, that's it. K's my guy, fam. Go on, K, get him.
No, it's interesting because I never really seen Jedi with a woman or in the past.
Oh,
What are you trying to imply, bro?
No, I'm just saying. No, man. No.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
I just wanted to know: have you ever thought about getting married, or you ever been in love, or you ever get serious with a lady, or anything? Like
All
that?
of them. All of the above.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, all of them.
Just
Yes.
see that.
I would get married. How do you know I'm not married now? You hear me?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I would get
I don't.
married.
I'm just
Marriage is
never seen
cool,
men with a
but I feel like marriage is cool, but I feel like you're gonna have to have your own kind of partnership, your own kind of marriage. Like I don't really agree in the here comes the bride, you know, that whole cookie cutter way of getting married and
Yeah,
I just don't
that's
think
you.
that. Yeah, you gotta find a more spiritual thing for you.
Yeah, okay.
In terms of like my private life, like I've had a lot. I've had a lot of incidences where my
Big up,
private
Spence.
life, when it comes to women in the past, has been like put out there. You know, girls are fucked, have gone on the internet to say, "Oh, he just fucked me and used me. He just did this. He just did that." Very rare. Ex partners have been in cahoots with each other and like try to like basically. They've shown me that my best bet is to keep that aspect of my life private. You get me? Just keep it private. Just like, like people can't fuck up a private relationship.
Zulu.
Do you know what I mean? People can't. It's hard for people to fuck up a private relationship. So yeah, I like to keep things just under the radar. And
So see, you and your partner, you lot tend to just talk it out like there and then, like no one's going to someone else say, "Oh, you know what? I said da 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 da."
You don't need to.
What? No. Like
Yeah.
what I'm talking about is that, for instance, like I had a girlfriend who was very popular on social media, innit? Yeah. And I was very popular on social media at one point, yeah. And like when we broke up, she took to venting on social media. That's one incident. And then there's another incident of like a couple girls from the past that I'd had separate rendezvous with, found each other through one person being vocal, and then found each other and then formed a coalition of the We Hate Jedi campain. We hate Jedi. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's such a fuck.
Even out here, cuz
Jedi fucked the shit out of me.
This guy, the
He
home
was
wrecker.
really nice to me, and he stroked my hair, and
I tell you about
hear
me and
and then
Spice.
he just and then
there's Nay, Spy, Zulu, they're all up in here. They're trying to say, Zulu.
and then he just fucked me off. He just forgot about me, and he's a cunt. And and the other one was like, "Yeah, I know his baby mother, and rare," and he was trying to see me and say I was a youngster, innit? I was doing human stuff,
shit.
young human stuff. Get me? Putting my willy in vaginas and then getting some bare backlash, like I'd killed people and that. And
I forgot. I'm glad you said the last one.
I could be frank. I had conversations like, I stayed with a young lady for a period of time, and then it was like when you break up, it's like, yeah, well, when you're staying at my yard, like just little dumb things like that. And it's like, bro, that's man experienced that growing up for like basically hand in hand with the social media thing. I started realizing that the two of them don't mix for me. For me personally, it's long. Yeah, I'm a very popular person, like on road in real life. I know a lot of people. Anybody that knows me will tell you that, like we're not gonna get down the road.
I'll vouch for that.
Without, like, I know everyone and everyone and people I don't know. Then I got people that know music, people that know acting, people that know me from when I used to do modeling and social networking. Remember, I used to do raves. I used to do big boy raves and parties and stuff like that. Now I'm doing more parties. I'm doing live streams. I do Speakers Corner. I do gang. I do youth work.
You do too much, Benjamin. You do too
I'm part
much.
of a record label. So I just know people everywhere, and it's like, you know what? The less people know about your private life, then the less ammo people can get me. So I just decided And then girls would be like, oh, the reason why you don't want to let everyone know what we're doing is because you're ashamed, or because you're cheating, or because you got bare gal. And it's more just, like, no one don't need to know my business. Plus, I had girls that's trying to get with man just for a bit of kind of clout. So if I don't put that kind of info out, you realize there's no clout to get from that. I could be in a room with a girl that I've had sex with. You ain't never gonna know. That's my personality as well. Like you ain't gonna know. I'm not a kiss and tell kind of guy. But if I get the boom boom, I ain't gonna like even my brethren ain't gonna know. Like ain't a bragging to, oh yeah, I fucked her or so like because I'm that kind of guy. It just seems like it works better for me just to keep things discreet.
Private.
Just keep it discreet, man. Get me? All the public thing is long, fam. And then when you look at these celebrities as well, they put their public business out there. People want to run around. Look, Raspet went to someone's yard and got a little bit of dinner, and that was fucking news for how long? Get me? Someone was a woman. Oh my god, a woman's whispering in the background while Raspet's doing a live. Oh my god, like like little things like that. I keep that to myself, like more time. But yeah, man. In terms of relationships and that, they got their time and place. The biggest relationship in my life right now is one with myself, where I'm still trying to find myself. I'm still trying to put myself in a position where I wake up in the morning and I feel that feeling of success. I'm striving towards it, I'm trying to build, but I'm not quite there yet. I spent a lot of time focusing on that romantic relationships and all that cultivating relationships. I've been in long-term relationships, and I'm not saying that I'm not on that, or I might be in a relationship now, but whatever the situation is, it's still never gonna be like what makes Jedi. I feel like a relationship should be a bonus. It should be it should be like the flavor to your meal, but it shouldn't be the main meal. It's like a little pinch of salt in your meal. It shouldn't be the main meal. It helps you enjoy life. A relationship should help you enjoy life, enjoy achievements, have a support network when things are not going right, and vice versa. You can be someone else's support network and stuff like that. But in terms of it completing me or being like, oh my God, and like, nah, I'm just not that kind of guy no more. Blame my baby mother, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. It's not. It's. I think I need to find something. I need to gain from myself in a sense before I feel like I can get that from someone else.
I tell him to jump out and jump back in.
Yeah, Judge, you might as well jump out because there's a few people on the panel.
Cool.
That,
let me just invite Ralph, please. Yeah. I want this Ralph geezer to come in because I want Kay to have another chat with you. Kay wants to talk to you this time, and he doesn't want none of your jargon. He wants to talk to a real human. Ralph, can you do that? Can you talk to a fellow Christian? I don't want to say that because Kay might get pissed off. Can you talk to a fellow Christian without any jargon? Oh no, but his thing is you can't talk to you can't talk in front of non-Christians, isn't it? Didn't he say that?
Who said that?
Yesterday. He was like, basically, don't have this conversation around non-Christians. he was laying into Kay, still saying, Kay, like, if you're a real Christian, you can't have this convo around like people like Jedson.
Well,
boy, that sounds a bit, gatekeeperish to me still.
Yeah.
But yeah, to add to Jedi's point, with him, man, relationships, I feel that they're just to add to you. You get me? If you've got to switch up your regime to enter this relationship, then you're fucking up. You get me?
Personally, I think it will happen. I see what today's society, children and younger generation are forced to thinking that they need to have someone, but they end up with the wrong person beating themselves up about it, but still trying to make it work. You get me?
Like that's why you got a whole heap of underage children being born with no future planning. You get what I'm saying? The Disney program showing you princess. They get me gonna find Prince Charming and Yeah, and like, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. And it's not you. But right now, you've got a bag of youths looking at you're looking at appearance. You understand? And you're attracted to appearance. But everything else is irrelevant, fam. You don't know how this woman attributes are. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't know what she can provide, but you're down to do the damn thing and make this happen off of her looks, and that's where we go wrong, fam. Like,
and this excitement of having to not be by yourself in relationships where you end up having to settle. You get me? Like people just settling for whatever's out there. You understand?
Man, I have to realize like certain people are able to settle, and there's a lot of people that are unable to settle. And it's not a case of it's not a case of choice. It's a case of financial stability and these things. You get me? So it is a real thing when you're looking at relationship and love. Like, it's something that's tailored to each individual. You get me? And
I got man them that are weird things because they got a roof over their head, fam.
You understand? You understand? They're nice. They're nice. I know enough man that ain't got no roof over their head. They're still living with mums and they have to make things happen because they got youths, you know, like that. So it's a myth. But my thing is, when it comes to relationships, all relationships are like finding a diamond, fam. Because you're gonna walk past a piece of rock that's dirty as fuck. You're gonna have to clean it and refine it and make that a shine. You understand? And that's how you make your relationship happen. You're gonna find a piece of mud and you're gonna have to go through the mud to make that shine. You understand? That's how relationships work. Because you used to getting into a relationship, you get me? Building. You do something a little piece irritating, then I'm gonna throw my whole plans out the buggy, and they get me. Like,
I think that's my issue, Nay. I'm glad that you said that, because thinking about it, I think that's my issue. Man, not trying to put into effort, so I just leave it totally. And that's how society's put on us, where we ain't got to take responsibility, especially as men as well. In this matriarchal society, if a man can beat a girl, tell her safe. They get me, jump on Tinder, jump on fucking POF or something, find the next thing, even walk on road and speech the next thing. They get me, and that is legal under the society. That's normal. You understand? But we've got to actually start redefining what's normal. But man, when man have daughters and that, but they ain't gonna be singing the same thing, fam. You get me? Raw, I hear what you're saying though, Raw, but I've always stood by this, and when you initially get with someone, that's when you really see that they really show you who they are, but you're too busy trying to work your own little thing that you don't notice those things.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And because Raw saying when you start venting about your relationship is when you find out how people really think about your partner or whatever.
That's Raw Beats that said that, innit?
Yeah.
When you start venting about your relationship is when you find out what people really think about your partner. I mean, what do you not think about that? Like, going to your friends to complain about what your partner's done. What do you think about that?
Spice, go on.
I think that's a problematic, man, because you start inviting people into your relationship. Get me?
So who do you vent to then? When he's pissed you off,
you can vent to certain people, but it's not everything you must say. You understand? It's not everything. It's like people don't know to keep that balance where it's not everything. You can vent, but it's not everything. Like your first point of communication should be that partner. So if you have any grievance, you should really be communicating with them. Like, it shouldn't be a thing where you have to feel like every minute you have to be running to people. You understand what I'm saying to you?
I was just gonna introduce Sin to you, and I was gonna leave. So if you it's a new girl. If you wanna have her.
Wait, who's this?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, wait. Who knows me?
Everybody.
Oh.
No, they don't. I was just telling Jedi that you came in.
Okay. Well, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you there?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you guys?
Yeah, man, they are in the base still. They are.
Yeah, we surviving. That's what we do.
How's the sister doing? I always like to say, hello to the woman in the panel because...
What's going on? How you doing? I'm good.
I'm tired.
We must always be
I'm good.
It's almost 8 p.m. here in Australia, so...
Oh, your Kay's friend, yeah?
Who?
Are you Kay's friend?
Who's Kay?
Why she got to be Kay's friend?
Yeah.
Who's the one that introduced her then? I thought that was Kay.
No, it was Joy Division.
Yeah, Joy.
Yeah.
Joy's my friend.
Nice to meet you anyway.
I'm
then
actually
we got
Joy's
another Aussie
cousin.
on the panel as
So
well. So
we're
that's good
related.
together.
But yeah, back to the point, Jed. Yeah, I feel like yeah, like if you're venting to your friends, and then your friends are then openly telling you what they feel about your partner, then they weren't really friends in the first place. So why weren't they telling you this from Jump Street? You understand? Trying to protect you from Jump Street. If they fuck you, that's a dickhead. You understand? Depends
And I
on.
feel like
Yeah, but some people don't be hearing it though. Some people might think, but it depends on your relationship with them, those friends in it. You get me? Because some people, but I think it's just like just needs to be a line drawn of how much information you're giving out, bro. And then it can't be a thing where you're venting so much that people are now warping your own perception of your own relationship with that person, because then it becomes a mazza. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you're living by some other people's standard. You understand what I'm saying? And these times they're entertaining the way that you understand what I'm saying. So it just needs to be a balance thing. Like you just need to balance it out. But it's like your first point of call of communication should be that person. You can't be not chatting to that person and making that person you feel some certain way, but then you're running to other people. Like, you understand?
I think the worst thing people can do, yeah, when we say rant, yeah, I think the worst thing you can do is rant on social media. The reason I say that is because you're giving aliens a perspective that they don't even know, and they don't have their 2 cents into, which in regards to you personally and your partner or your ex-partner, it's definitely like it's not positive for both of them.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you're just inviting more people into relation and more energy into your relationship.
more negative
negative
energy,
yeah, into your
and
relationship.
into yourself personally. Like, yeah, safe man.
Because now you're judging your whole relationship based on social media and what people that don't know, that don't even care check for you. You understand? Really? You understand?
And it kind of depends on, you see, like, say if, for example, they come up to me and he's like, yeah, someone, this girl said da 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 da, whatever, whatnot. It depends what I turn around and say, innit? If I turn around and start saying, yeah, that she's like that da 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 da, whatever, or I say, nay, you know, you are kind of like boom 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 boom. It's kind of different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm checking my boy instead of just talking. I say, right, nay, I don't know what you got going on with her, but true say sometimes you are like boom 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 boom, or I know you to be like that. So you get me? So it's kind of different at the same time. It's who does the person really check when you go tell them?
But then at the same time, sometimes
who are you ranting to? Because when you rant, my thing is you need to rant to someone that knows, someone that's, you understand? Yeah. You need to rant to someone that's involved in your relationship. You understand? That's the only way that rant will make sense. If you're ranting out anyone else that was involved or knows you two's relationship, then you're just inviting and inciting more negativity to come into this. You understand? I think that's that's what it is.
True. True. Warbeats also made another interesting point. Yeah, he said, "What do you lot think of living separately but you're together?"
Obviously, it depends. Like as I said, like each relationship's tailored, fam. If that's what you lot can run and you lot can manage running, and that's fine. You understand? Because, like, yeah, man, love and everything there have no boundaries. You get me? I feel like you can fall in love with someone and trust them to the point where they're saying, you know what, I'm gonna do some 6 months work in Ireland. You get me? And move to Ireland, and your relationship's going. My thing is, relationship shouldn't just be defined by sex and fucking being together and spending money. Yeah, and money to actually make the relationship make sense. Start a business together.
But the one thing I will be teaching my sons is like to have their own place, just because sometimes females are wild, innit? Like sometimes when you build with them and then you come into the house and they're like dashing you, like, yeah.
Yeah, man. There's nothing worse than a woman's spite still.
Yeah. And then they dash you out, and then like you get me, because some people are in relationship because they're kind of in situationship because they're homeless. You understand? So they just have to go and link people and just be accept situations. You understand? It's not really a relationship that's based on any kind of substance. It's just because you're in a situation, and that's sticky as well. So I know, saying my son, and it can work, like, but it's just about your communication and like your relationship in it. You can be somewhere else. I don't know how it's going to work if you have children, but I think it's healthy to have your own space, man. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you're in a relationship, but you're still a separate person, in it. So I think it's good to have somewhere you can have your own space, like, you know, you get me? Because I think it kind of helps balance out the relationship.
Yeah, man. Especially in this society where things are so crazy and
Because
Very,
half
very.
these
You're gonna have to
relationships are
take
not
the whole thing.
relationships, they're just situationships, man. It's crazy.
Trust me. Trust me.
Facts.
Trust me.
And a lot of people's love ruled by lust, man. You get me?
Yeah,
And when the
man.
lust dissipates, there's no love.
Yeah. Or some type of gain, get me? People be out here with their own
Mhm.
agenda, linking
Yes.
people
It's real
for their
talk.
own gain,
Real
man.
talk.
And it's mad. And because obviously a lot of people, we're in a thing where we're in a lower vibration. A lot of people don't know themselves, so they can't really tell the difference. You understand? Because like me always saying, our ideals are not, our perception ideals are not our own. So even like we talk about love and stuff, what we think is not actually something that we actually can. Not many people, not all people, but many people can understand and say, that's how I actually feel, or that's what I actually know, or even what I actually believe. You understand? So for that reason, but in this time, bro, I think, yeah, man, you should like have your own space, man, because it's crazy out
That's
here.
another reason why man's still not even trying to get serious with anyone. Like literally, that's what I say. Right, if I had my own space or whatever, whatnot, I know if whatever the situation is, a youth popped out, I got that youth no matter what. You get me? I don't have to do certain things that I don't want to be doing just to
Yeah,
support
exactly, and
the
that's
youth.
what I don't like about certain females and like I don't got to be with you to check for my you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have to be with you if I know myself.